Last piece we've got to do is the project, again in the position indicated, a surface development of the larger cylinder. Okay, so in order to do that, first of all, I'm going to put a couple of generators on the plan here of the larger cylinder, and this is just so that we can map out the full length of this. Okay, because I'll be honest and say I'm not 100% sure whether this length is correct or not. So I'm going to measure what one segment would be, and you should know that there would be 12 of these, so we just measure and mark this all the way around. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is the full one, this time 8, so I'm obviously going to have to extend this, 9, 10, 11, 12, so roughly there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's us knowing now that basically ends there. Okay, now if you think about what the shape of this is going to be like, if you take that point there to be G, okay, as you can see there, there's a wee bit up there, okay, and I'm just going to extend this line up, and that would be it back round to G there. Okay, now if I project across from G, okay, in fact I can project all these heights all the way across. This bit comes to here, right, to that point there. Project across from A, that's going to be the height, and from the very top there, just keep that going actually, right way across, right way across. So that gives us these two parts here. If it wasn't cut, basically it would just be a rectangle. Okay, but it has been cut, so you're going to have this bit here and here, and then it's going to have a kind of curved part here and a curved part here, which indicates this sort of cut out point there, if you want to call it. So what we're going to do is we're going to project from each of these points across, right? These generator points across. So this is me projecting from B. I'll just label that up, B there. From C, so you can see, as I was saying earlier on, that there's plenty of projection in this. From D, obviously we're going to use this on both sides. From E, and from F. Okay. Right. Now a kind of important part of this, and that was A there. Yeah, so that's A there. So we'll get A, B, C, D, E, and I've labelled that E twice, which is a bit stupid. That last one there should be F. So we've got the vertical heights, if you like. We now need to know horizontally where these cuts take place. Okay, and the key to that is in where these cut the plan. Okay, where they cut the plan. Now, basically what we're going to do is we're going to transfer information from this plan onto here, and then we're going to tie up the letters here with the letters that we're going to add. Okay, if that makes sense, right? So I'm going to start, this point here is G, okay? So I'm going to measure the distance between G and B and F, right? So it should be quite easy to do. So I just take my compass, and that's me measuring from the centre line there to B and F. So I'm going to, from G to B and F, that's my B and F point. And I can also do it sort of in reverse here. So that's my B and F point there. Okay, so I'll label that up B and F. Then project up from that, where that line hits F, which is there, and where it hits B, which is there. That's a couple of points. The same here. Where it hits F, where it hits B. Okay? And then we keep going. So we're now going to measure the distance from B and F to C and E. So from B and F to C and E. So mark the point there. And do the same here, from B and F to C and E. So just check where that was. So that's right there. So that's my C and E point. Let's check it over here. That's my C and E point. Okay, and again project up from there. This time we're looking for E, so there's the E line there, and we're looking for C. Okay, and again project up. We're looking for E, and looking for C. And I think you can see where this is going. And then finally, I'm going to measure the distance from C to D. So C to D is that distance there, C to D is that distance there. Just mark it up, just always double check. So that's D and that's D. Project up and the D line is there. Project up and the D line is there. And then it's just a matter of smooth curve through the points. On both sides. And just a wee bit of lining in, and that's us, job done.